I'm Prajwal, and my cultural background is Southeast Asian, and this is Jack. His cultural background is Westerner. So, what specific leisure activity do you believe can represent Westerners?
A leisure activity that I think can represent Westerners and my culture is tennis.
What materials do you need for tennis?
In tennis, obviously, you need a tennis court to play this game on, and then you need a racket and some tennis balls.
How many people?
You can play it with one others, or you can play doubles, which would be 2v2. So, mostly, you only need one person to perform this activity.
Are there specific rules of tennis?
Yes, there are specific rules. In singles, you only have to hit it in the inside lines, while in doubles, you can play the whole court. And then while you serve, you have to hit it in that first diagonal box.
Okay. And what is the setting of tennis?
The setting of tennis is it's an outdoor or indoor, depending where your court is. It's a fun activity to do that can keep you active, and it's just a nice thing to do with your friends.
So you said you can play inside or outside, or is there like a specific material you have to play on, or?
Yeah, I mean, tennis courts that we see are made out of clay, but you also can do it in grass in some places. Those are super hard to find. And then in the inside ones, they usually have to be in a big dome as shots can be higher. They can't be just in like an obvious 8-foot house or something.
Why do you engage in this activity?
I engage in this activity because it's something that I like to do with my friends that keeps me active and just can get your mind off of things outside of the life of the world.
So do you believe this is more intrinsic or extrinsic for
I
you?
believe this is definitely more intrinsic to me as it's more for fun and not for the money or anything.
Okay. The leisure activity that I chose to represent my cultural group is a game called Marriage. Marriage is a card game that's played with three deck of cards, and the closest Western game to Marriage is Rummy. However, Marriage is played with 3 to 5 people, and depending on how many people you have, the rules change just slightly. And the settings for Marriage is inside or outside. It doesn't matter. It's just a card game. So there's you just all you need is just the cards. So going into more into Marriage, the goal of the game Marriage is basically to score as many points as possible. To score points, there is something that's called a joker, and the first player, whoever gets 3 sets, gets to cut the joker, and that's going to be the joker for the remaining of the game. And so this is a set. So 6, 7, 8. It has to be in the same suit and has to be in a sequence for it to be a set. So like 9, 8, 9, 10, J, or like Ace, King, Queen. They have to be in the same suit, or it does not match up. And King, Ace, and a 2 is not a set because Ace has to be either high or low. So basically, once you get 3 sets, the first player to get 3 sets, they get to cut the joker, and that's going to be the joker for the remaining hand. And the entire time, they're trying to collect as many jokers as possible because a joker is equal to 5 points. So, for example, if I was the first player to set down 3 sets, and this is the joker I cut, but somehow I also managed to get Ace and a 3. That's what a Marriage would be, and this would be equal. Instead of these equivalent to 15 points, they'd be equal to 25 points. And so, right now, how you end the game is you collect 4 more sets in your hand. So this is 21 cards. Like you're gonna get rid of 9 of them, and then you're gonna have as many left. So then you're gonna try to fit it in with as many jokers as possible. So for example, the jokers can fit into other things too. So like it doesn't have to be a set. So like look, 6 can become a 5 or a 7 or an 8. It does not matter. And if you finish as all the cards in your hands, then that's the end of the game. And however, if other players do not get to look at the joker, the players who do not get to look at the joker owe whoever finishes the game 10 more points, and it's standard play to play. 1 point is equivalent to $1. So if I had a marriage and the person got to never look at the Joker, they would potentially owe me 35 points. And that'd be $35. And that would just be one hand of marriage. However, I like to engage in this game because it takes, you can really sit down, chat forever with people. But however, for me, it's more of an extrinsic because I enjoy the high stakes and I'm usually just playing with my dad or my dad's friends. So, like, I really don't have a lot to chat with other people. The similarities between Jax and I, leisure activities are, it's just people trying to hang out, trying to have fun, nothing serious, because even tennis can be played professionally, but however, for Jack it was just more trying to hang out with friends and have a good time rather than him trying to compete against other people. And for me it was the same thing, like it's just cards, like having fun, joking around with people, and then like kind of, oh, I beat you here, I beat you there, but like it's just all fun and games at the end of the day. But the similarities are definitely cultural, especially in my culture. Like, a marriage is almost like a addition to like all games you could possibly learn as a kid, and at the end of the day, that it becomes marriage. It's like and it's like played throughout the year, but like it's played especially in the festivals. It's like a way for people to get together and just like splurge a little bit. But for tennis, it's like, and tennis isn't played much anywhere. Like, you can barely find courts and stuff like that. And I doubt Jack has ever even heard of a game called marriage. What I learned out of this project was, it does not matter what culture or what leisure activity you're doing. People are just really trying to hang out with their friends and families and have a good time.